Okay, hello there. So in this quick video, we'll take a look at Stash, which is a web page. So let's go there. And this is what you probably see if you're not logged in. So there's a lot of public repositories in this video we'll use a lot of Git jargon, so you might only understand some of that later if you do the Git tutorial. But a repository is basically a place where code lives, and since we're not logged in, all we can see here are the public repositories. So now we log in and use our DC credential. And you're brought to this dashboard. So probably if you're starting out with us, you won't have such a cluttered page here, but most of this will probably be blank. But you can already navigate to these projects here, which again are a lot. So you also see that now that you've logged in, you see a lot of Bell2 projects. And we'll look for Bell2 software here. So a project is nothing more than a collection of repositories, and a repository is where code lives. So we'll click here on software, which is the main Bell2 software that you'll be using in this online book as well. And in fact, you also see that there's an online book folder, and that in fact is where all the documentation that you've seen so far is residing. So we can take a look at the collaborative services, which I don't find right now. Because it's in the welcome folder. Right, and you find the simple text file collaborative-tools.rst, and this is pretty much the page that you're probably reading right now before you switch over to the video. And you see that we have a sidebar here, and if you don't know what these symbols mean, you can also click here. And if you're familiar with Git, you probably know what's going on here. So clone means getting a link, which you can tell Git to create a local copy of the software, and there's additional tools to suggest changes to existing code. So those will be the so-called pull requests. So a pull request is a request to pull a software or to pull a change of any kind into the existing repository. And you can either click here or go back to the starting page if you've opened any of these. And we can just take a look at one of them, for example this one. And you see a bit of a description of why this change is necessary, and then you can click on diff and you see what was changed. So in this case, one file was deleted and was split up into several new files, and then this blue file here got changed. And you see that also people are commenting on these files, and in the end, so since I'm reviewing this change here, I can click on approve or needs work. But there's going to be a separate video on pull requests, so you don't have to worry about this right now. There's a search bar, which works like a normal search bar. So you can, for example, directly search for anything which might appear in the code. And you see repositories with the corresponding hits here. Then you can also click on your small icon in the top right and click on View Profile, or you can see the repositories that you've created yourself. You can also create a new one by clicking on Create Repository, which you just have to give it a name, and you already see the path that it will be created at. Click on Create, and you got a new repository together with some instructions of how to push code there. Right. The other thing that you might need to do once you start the Git tutorial is clicking on Manage Account and then adding a SSH key there. So this will be explained in the Git tutorial. So that's it.